welcome back and welcome new viewers. I was getting things ready and I'm still doing the last minute touches. For today, I will be using this pattern right here, Vogue number 7291, and I will be using this pattern right here, number B. I went ahead and redesigned this, and I will take you in the process of how I went about it. So here's my pattern. I went ahead and changed it 2 different times. Here is the pattern. That's what it looks like. And what I did right here is I made it shorter right there. That's one way of doing it. So instead of it being a long blouse, I made it shorter to probably come just a little bit after the waist. And also what I did is I added this piece right here. So that is the pattern right there. I added 3 more inches, or I don't know, 3 more fingers, or actually a little bit more. But I went ahead and folded it right here to make this into a dress. So here it is. This is from my new delivery today. Very happy. It's a vintage flower power, very bright. So if I put it over here, you're going to be able to see. There it is. So that is one way. If you have a pattern, and I just chose this one because it was flat. This one I can't use because this has a, oh, it's not right here. It has like an addition right here, a sewing. This one goes over here to the top, and this is a suit. So out of this right here, this was the best thing of how to go about it. So I'm going to be sewing a dress for Barbie. Here is the back and a blouse. I was thinking of, this one is a little bit longer, and it's going to be longer after I do the darting. So it's going to be longer. If this happens to you, it's okay. What you're going to do is just cut it in the end or cut it in the bottom. So we're going to put this for later. First thing is, here is Barbie. She's going to be our model for today. And let me try one thing here. Giving it about 1 more minute for more people to come on board. What you're going to be hearing right now is I'm going to be sewing the back. This is both the back, so I'm going to use the serger, and I am going to be using it later on. That way, right now, since we don't have that many people here, I think that would be a good thing to do. Get this done right now. And let me bring you Barbie, and it'll only take me probably about a minute. So you're going to be hearing the noise. So I'm only going to do the dress because it does take time, and I have been making you wait for this. So all right, so here's one and here's the other. So I am not going to be doing, since I went ahead and changed the design, I'm not going to be using a turtleneck because this is mainly like a summer dress. So I think it'd be too, you know, not a good idea. So let me see. Okay, Barbie torture as far as you want one. So glad that you're here. Thank you for the laugh. So yeah, I'm gonna get started in sewing. So the pattern itself has a the dart. I I I can't follow it. Usually what happens is that it's not the best. So this is what I'm going to do since it's a tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I fold it along the way it's telling me to do it, and I'm going to use my other hand to position it. So I'm going to put right here and make sure that this is tied in here. Yeah, it's I'm gonna be sewing, so let's do the other one. Yeah, this is definitely a little miniature dress. So I'm going to fold this side again here, and before I sew it, I like to go ahead and fold it in half, and it has to be exactly the same. So I measure it here on the bottom and over here, and I make sure that it is positioned so every point has to be exactly the same. That is going to guarantee me right here that I'm going to be doing this. So I'm going to start right here. So that's going to be like a mirror image, just doing these darts. All right, so let's take a look. And let's get Barbie here. And let's see how it's looking. It's really cutting it close. Oh, thank you. Hello. Hi, everybody. So there is the darts. The darts are ready. I'm going to move my patterns to the side and get with the oops, this thing is falling apart. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to do that just to stop it from letting go. I'm not going to put it through the serger again. So let's get a little bit closer here. And what I'm going to use is like I do all the time if you're new, for the neck and for the armpit, I'm going to use soft tulle. So here we go. Let me try to raise this a little bit more to the side here. Okay. So since I'm not ironing this right now, I'm going to put it and make the sides stay. And this is going to be very helpful. It's going to help me to use this as a ruler. And give it a little bit of structure. And I'm also going to do the neck. I could fold this now, but it's going to keep on fraying, so that's why I'm going to be using the tulle. Oops, I almost took my finger there. Alright, I went a little bit too much to the side, so when this is done, I might need to take it, but probably not. So let's see. I always have some tulle on the side of other times that I have used it. So I'm going to cut it along this way. It should be enough. So I'm going to cut 2 more pieces. Oh, that didn't go all the way. So here we go. It is so light that I can barely see it myself. So this is very helpful. The best thing to do. Even the vintage Mattels from the 70s, I mean from the 60s did this on some of the Barbie dresses. They have tulle along the neck. Even they have tulle as lining. So I don't feel bad as long as it's soft. Hello everybody, welcome. This is going to be a fabulous dress. If you're new, I'm taking a vintage Vogue Barbie pattern, a blouse, and I redesigned it or added more on the bottom to make it into a dress. And the reason why I did that is because the pattern is for Barbie, so it's going to fit Barbie. And that is the best way. I also wanted, and the reason why I used the Vogue, I'll bring it to you here. The reason why is because it's a solid front, and I wanted it to be a solid without any interruption so that we can see the pattern. So I just added, I just added the neck. So right now I'm going to do 1 armpit, and it's going to be fairly easy. It's a simple shift style dress, but it's going to be very beautiful because we're using vintage 1960s bright fabric. Ow, I got stuck here. I am in Southern California. I am in Downey, and I'm about 12 miles away from downtown LA, and about right in the middle, I'm 12 miles away from Long Beach. So right in the middle from those 2 points. So it doesn't get too hot because we get the wind from the beach. I mean, it's not like living right on the sand, but it is cooler, or it stays cool. All right, so I just added the second one. I just added the second tulle right here. So see how it's already fraying on the side? I'm going to fold this over. I don't need to cut it because it's already wide. You see that? It's very wide. So if I cut it, it's going to be fraying even more. So yes, it's going to be a very pretty dress. Let's see. Okay, so that's 1 armpit done. Let's work on the other one, and then the neck. And it's going to be a fairly easy, quick sewing. After this, I did the same. I used the same pattern, and I'm going to do a blouse. And I was thinking that it would be too busy if I do the pants out of the same material. Don't know. I am working on a new design for like mod Barbie and mod Francie, and of course Julia's very mod. She has beautiful dresses from the vintage style. All right, so just did the neck. This is the back, and you see how it's fraying over here? It's going to stay put. I'm just going to take this because if there's any little edges, it might get stuck or pull, and then that's what I'm trying to avoid, is from it to getting pulled and fraying. But the tool is going to help to keep it there. So in just about 5 minutes, we're going to have a finished dress for Barbie. Is my guess, about 5 minutes. So since this is my pattern, it's not going to be even. This is my very first draft. So I'm going to need to adjust the hem. So let's get to it. See, like right there. I'm going to need to cut it. So I'm also, the reason why it's like this is because I made the blouse into a dress. And I guessed at it because when you do this, the darts, you're taking this much fabric away. So if you really think about it, it's this plus this, see? That's why it's different. The darts take that much room away. So I'm going to know that for the next time. And it's always an estimate. So let's do the other side here. Do you notice that I'm leaving plenty of room here? That's because I'm going to put it through the serger right now. And I'm also going to cut this. Okay, so I'm bringing Barbie here. This is the pattern for the next one. Isn't it pretty? So you're going to hear the serger machine go off. I'll be right back. I'll be right back here. I'm trying to do something here to help my thread. Okay. Okay. Isn't this so pretty? So let's look at the design. This is the front. Here's the side and the side. So now that I have that, I'm looking at all of this here. All right, I'm going to be doing the hem. Look at all this little, I'll cut that in a second. I'm still going and cutting the ends. If I don't do it right now, when I close the Barbie dress, I forget and it won't get done. Okay. There we go. Oh, fantastic. All right, so let's close this up, and that's going to be the finishing touch, besides putting the snaps on it, the metal snaps. And I usually guess of not closing it all the way, around just around a couple of inches. So let's see what this looks like on Barbie. So here's Barbie. We're going to turn this inside out. This is supposed to be a blouse, so let's see how it fits on her. Hopefully it's going to, I gave it just a little bit more. I gave it a little bit more space. Why was that hard? I don't know. It is it's a very tight, I mean, it does go. It's just that I need to adjust it. I don't want to pull it in any which way. Look how pretty this is. Okay, so this is the dart from the thing. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. That's why I like to do my own darts. Get it on Barbie. And here's the back. So I'm going to redo this so that I can get the darts into place. But here is number one. I'm going to do the blouse, and I will show you the way I like to do the darts. The way that I do it always comes out. So let's put this to the side. So the way that I work the darts on Barbie is like this. I put the material on her in the middle, right smack in the middle. And this is what I do. I go ahead and I go ahead and with her body take the dart. So I'm going to do the other one. And this is the easiest and best way to do it. And of course I do match it. I go ahead and do that. So I do match it right next. So see how it's not matching? So with the body being there, all I have to do is just nudge it out. Make sure that this is exactly the same. Nudge it. Okay. hold it, make sure that all the points are the same. And once it's all equal, it's going to be a mirror image. And that looks much better. This one is a little bit lower, but let's see how it looks on her. Oh yeah, it looks good. It's right there. That is much better than what you just saw. So next thing to do is connect the front and the back. And I wanted to do something with this. I'm going to bring me some fabric. I could bring white fabric, but I wanted it to be fancy. So I'm going to do the same thing like I did on the other one. I'm going to this helps a lot by doing this. And now I'm going to do it on the neck. Oops. I could line this, but this material is textured and it's like a medium. Heavy would be, to me, to describe, it's a medium heavy. Heavy is like having denim, like having jean material. So, okay, so we just did the neck and everything. So I'm going to bring the tool and work on the neck and work on the little sleeves. And then I'm going to do my little idea. I've done this before. I have other clothes with what I'm about to do. So I'm going to go ahead and start on hello. Hi, Forest. What is it? Forest Fairy Tale. What a beautiful name. What a beautiful channel. Oh, I thought it was going to be short, but I am not. So we're doing this. I have this thread here that I didn't want to leave. So the neck is a little bit, is the hardest one. The sleeves is easy because it's open. And all I need to do is just sew it in here. The neck is a little bit harder because, you know, it's kind of tight area. And now I'm going to start with doing this here. And doing the other one. Oh my goodness. There. I just folded it in. I want to make sure I get all of the tulle in there. Okay, hopefully that's a lot better. This vintage material does fray a lot, and that's because it is a medium thread, so it's fatter and it's easier to unravel. And now I'm going to do the neck. Oh my, let's see here. I was thinking of using pink, but I'm not going to use pink. I'm going to see if I have fancy. I could use white because I want to put a base in the bottom. This is a fun style material, so trying to go with the fun. Okay, there. Alright, so I'm definitely going to, let me see, I thought I saw some tulle here. Okay, must have been some remnant. And it's going to, I'm going to put the material on the bottom. And like I was talking, I wanted to use pink, but the pink is not exactly the same. And I want it to be exactly the same. So I took a big gap, a big chunk of, I'm going to redo that in a second. Okay, this is the tulle that I saw. I thought I saw some tulle. So let's do this again. There. I went a little bit too far on the side here. Since this is textured, this is very hard. I don't want to pull the actual material. Okay, there. All right, so it's letting go. All right, so there. Now let's do the others. Okay, that is the happy medium size right there. And I'm going to bring it in here. So I'm going to put this through the serger right now. Just the sides, because I'm going to be adding some fabric on the bottom. Oh. lost the thread. So what is going on here? So I lost a thread on my serger, so I'm threading it back again, and it's going to take me a little bit longer. So let me put that there. Somehow it got stuck, and it got stuck somewhere underneath the platform where it jumped. So let me try this again. All right, let's see here. What in the world? All right, let me try it now. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. I threaded it really quick right there. So I'm going to sew this. So this is like my invisible little line right there. Let's see how it looks on Barbie. I didn't do the sides. Let me be back. I'll be back. I was so involved in getting it rethreaded. It's actually much better. Something was wrong with it before. I think it was because it was underneath the platform, and I didn't notice, and it was pulling. It was pulling on the serger thread, and it pulled it so much that it snapped. But now that I rethreaded it, it's much better. Alright, so let's see how this looks on Barbie. I could use lime green if I have the lime green with me here. I think I do. I'm not positive. Let's see. That looks really nice. Let me see if I can look while I have you here. This is my bag of my fabrics. What do you think if I add this here on the bottom? Like this. I think it's good. Let me see if I can find the... I wanted to use some metallics here, so I'm going to take a look rather quickly in one area. No, this is my patterns. Let me see one other. I have some clear boxes. It's an idea. I wanted to do it, so I got my shinies. And I don't know if it's wide enough. I think I will go with white, or let's see, that it's not wide enough. This is what I use for my Dawn dolls. So I'm going to put a serger and make it into a blouse. Sorry about that. I'm going to do the serger right now. I think the pink might not work. It's not the right color. So I'm going to serger this right now and make it an official blouse. What kind of pants should she have? Or should we make her a skirt? Well, we're almost going for an hour, and if I start to look for fabric and cut it, it's going to take much longer. So I'm going to make her a quick skirt, and I will show you how I go about that. I'm not even going to use a pattern. So this is the remnants of the fabric. And let's see here. This is the edge. So how about I use the edge, because you can see it right here. How about if I use the edge and put some elastic on her and make this a very affordable piece? So that's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be like a little mini skirt. I'm going to take enough. Let's see. Her body's right there, so I'm going to cut it right here. So I'm going to make it about this long, because I need to put the elastic. I'm going to put a little bit of elastic too. So I folded it so along the side, and this in theory should make it straight, like a straight clear finish. And there's my cut. Oops, pattern keeps on getting in the way. Cut it right now. I actually cut two pieces, so I'm gonna cut it all the way in there. So I actually cut me two pieces. So it's gonna be this one and the other one. The other one is gonna be shorter because it doesn't have the edge, and it's going to need serger in there. So there we go. I didn't mean to, so I cut it on a fold. So I'm gonna cut it here. So I'm gonna have two of these. That was a happy mistake. So I'm going to take this one and just do the serger for what we need. Well, actually, I might as well just do it. Let's bring you Barbie so you can see her while I'm over here. my thread got stuck again and I lost it, but luckily I finished. I'm going to have to rethread it again. It's just getting stuck with something. So this is going to be the bottom. It looks good. And this is going to be where I'm going to add the elastic. I always have some to the right of me and to the left of me. So that's where I had the problem. So it's okay because it's going to be a casing and we're not going to see it. It shouldn't affect us too much. So just like that, we're going to be making a skirt for her. I'm going to, I already pulled on the elastic and I'm holding on. You'll see my finger in a second. So I sewed on it to keep it in place. Okay, that's going to be our skirt. So it's actually pretty good. In less than an hour, actually I just did this in 2 minutes. We're going to have a skirt and a dress, which I have to fix, and the blouse. I'm going to fix it because I don't like the darts for the bust. All right, so let's dress up Barbie. Let's do it this way. I'm going to make her another blouse, and I'm going to sell this as a set. So I'm going to list it at, I'm going to cross list this. My Ko-fi will have the best pricing, but if you feel more comfortable going to eBay or Mercari, because they take large fees, it's going to be at a different price. So what did I do with the blouse? I just saw it. So let's see right here. I hope it didn't get stuck with the fabric because I had the fabric here. And I moved it. I also moved, I found it. It went with the skirt, or the other fabric of the skirt. Oh no, that's the dress. So yeah, what happened to it? So I'm looking, I'm gonna spend some, oh, here it is. There it is, yeah. So let's put on the blouse. And you know, when you see cartoons and people are just getting things and tossing them left and right behind their back, that's what it's like when I'm sewing. This is like the Nutty Professor. Don't even realize what I'm doing. So that looks really nice. So for now, I am going to, and all this thread too. I've got to move her hair. Don't want to cut this. All right, so I'm going just to hold it with the pin so that it can stay put. And isn't this fabulous? This is so pretty. So those are the darts that I'm happy with. And the very pretty little mini skirt. Here is the dress that I did. I purposely only got the pink on it, pink, and this one has the pink and lime. So I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna undo it and then redo the darts, and that'll be listed. So thank you so much for being here with me and for staying with me till the end. Please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. There's a lot more Barbie stuff and more doll sewing, more doll related. So check out my playlist. There's lots of fun in my channel. We'll see you in the next video. I'm about to have and it'll take me a while. And also I'm going to undo this, and on my next live I'm going to show you how it's fixed. So thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.